Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup, one of their first few ventures into Dota 2. It's time for our second best of three to get well underway. Already in the books, currently Team Tinker looking good. Jerax, their new captain and drafter, and well, they're one game away now, leading 1-0 in the best of three from facing Virtus Pro. Winner of this series, guaranteed in the money. They'll take home at least $1,500. So, with that said, we've got a draft underway. Let's hop into it. Game 2 has begun. The teams begin selecting their heroes. Of course, I'm LD Beyond the Summit. I am joined here by Fogged, although he may be eating a sandwich currently. But if he's not done yet, he hopefully will be soon. So, with that said...
Almost done.
Okay. You can finish your sandwich, Giannis. It's okay. Well, C4 Anchors still stick with the jug, though. They're not phased by it. They do go to ban out the troll. So they remove a lot of that physical damage potential, feeling that the troll pick in general was the main problem, which is funny because on paper, you look at the last game and it's like, oh, Bulldog didn't really have that big of an impact. But as we were kind of discussing, troll one of those heroes that can slip under the radar in terms of what he brings to a lineup. And for that reason, I suppose 4 Anchor is going to remove it. Last time around, there was a first phase Scar at the Mage ban. This time, a first phase pick on it is Jerax will snap it up nice and early for the team. They go again with the Beastmaster. Most likely for Bulba, though I suppose they could run it as a support if they want to mix things up here. And now 4 Anchors go into the Lion. This is a very popular opening, or at least has been, for the Western European teams especially. Something the Alliance have done quite a bit of. Very good at killing certain offlaners if they get caught out of position. Gives you a lot of burst damage and some good lockdown here as well. So not really revealing their lanes too much. Both teams leaving their mid-game options quite open. Or their mid-draft options, I should say, as we move forward. They'll now ban out the Invoker for 4 Anchors, and trying to cut down on the potential for just death ball status from the Tinker draft. Third ban now for Tinker. They'll remove a tree. I'm wondering if they look to push quite hard here with this tree ban. We'll have to see what they have in mind. In terms of heroes that go well with that type of draft, we can, well, I rather can bring up my Dota 2 heroes list. What do we got here? Axe still sitting out there, Lycan out there. We've seen these heroes quite a bit as of late. The Ember's still first phase banned, though. The Chen is actually lurking. Something Alliance have been running a lot of, but not sure if we'll see it this particular game. Tinker, fourth and final ban on the table. They get rid of the Batrider Beastmaster shenanigans, though. They will ban out the Batrider. Last time it was a fifth ban. This time a fourth. So again, wanting to deny Tinker that annoying global or semi-global duo. And now we move along into the final Tinker ban of the draft. So they have their inner beast. There's no Wisp. Hello, welcome back.
That was delicious and much needed.
Good sandwich.
Yeah, it was delicious. But yeah, another nice pickups by Team Tinker. I really like this Beastmaster strat they have going versus the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I do like the way 4 Anchors is adjusted, though. They get rid of the troll, which I kind of agree with them that was the main problem last game, even though he felt like he didn't do a whole lot. Just the whole way they picked around the hero just synergized so well with Battle Trance.
It also just, the Tidehunter was not able to really get anything at all, because even if the supports leave that top lane, Troll has solo kill potential on the Tide for the most part. But yeah, they do seem like they're trying to adjust a bit, banning out the Invoker for the global presence with the Beastmaster, but Team Tinker really quickly just, they grabbed that Skywrath instantly this game. So I guess both these teams really highly rate that hero.
And the Axe will get removed. We've seen a lot of Axe picks as of late. Trixie played a really beastly one in the previous game, and well, even though he ended up getting run over later on, the hero did a lot through the early parts of the laning stage. So
yeah, for sure.
I think both of these teams pretty good bans overall.
And seeing the tree ban, I think that might just be associated to earlier, because I think 4AC played earlier today and they picked tree twice in the games.
Lycan. All right. I mentioned he was out in the pool. I wasn't. They are really liking these right-click heroes that just stack up auras and damage and attack speed.
And summons.
Yeah. Well, what's the counter? Do we see some Keeper of the Light?
Probably not.
No.
You have to just secure your lanes before those guys are able to get like book threes. You don't really want the a Beastmaster offlane Beastmaster getting a book 3 by 20 minutes like last game.
And it's not like they did get a okay trade with the axe, but it's not like they did anything else beyond that. The Invoker free farmed, the Troll was left uncontested. The support still had their impact overall.
Yeah. See what they decide to go for. I think they're probably gonna go for something that's more like dual core-ish for their mid laner instead of having a Zeus this time. Either in the off lane or in the mid lane, because it just seemed like, versus a Beastmaster, if you have a single core lineup, if he gets roared, you're just screwed. And wow, oh yeah, Panda's still in the pool.
Huh, I almost forgot that hero existed. But good, very good at discouraging that type of group up and fight. You want to push against a brew, and this hero can punish you. Also good against the summons with the evasion. So it'll be difficult for them to focus down in the fights.
Yeah, overall, I mean, picking Brewmaster into Skywrath Beastmaster can be a little bit hard, but overall you're just pulling the damage away. And wow, they really like their Tuskar too.
All right.
Sticking with their guns.
There's also the slight AoE component of Drunken Haze, which could be nice against the summons to slow down the push, but we'll see. The Tusk again. They have good setup now for Mystic Flare, Roar, as well as the Walrus Punch.
Yeah, it's just a really strong, tanky support hero. You can bring your teammates in, bring people out, hit them with the snowball, initiate with the ice shards, lock people down so the Skywrath ulti gets, maximum damage potential. Interesting pickup. I'm sure Jerax just really likes the hero too.
Is he? Do you think he's the new Ogre Magi?
Maybe kind of, just a little bit of a different concept because he's really good versus like physical cores because of the sigil.
Right. I just mean in terms of like a tanky support that. Well, speak of the devil.
There he is.
Now we'll see the actual ogre.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's pretty interesting. Like Snowball is really strong if you use it properly.
Yeah, I still feel like it has a lot of potential against the Omni Slash, though they didn't really need it that game. But with the summons, they also have some solutions. Four Acres are drafting very tanky. It looks like Brewmaster, Ogre, Jug pretty tanky to a certain extent, though. There's no troll this game, like in Beastmaster, but it's not quite as much physical damage you have to worry about.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and they need a Quake for hero now? Oh, they ban out the Meepo.
Dire team ban.
All right, no Meepo.
Nemphy plays the Meepo. I think he played it earlier today as well.
Yeah, he's the new addition to the team, so I haven't gotten to see his Meepo yet. Is he scary on the hero?
I didn't get to watch the games from earlier. I caught like a glimpse of it, and I'm not even too sure if the game that they had the Meepo they won. I think so. Let me go back and check. I have it open still.
All right. Well, Quake for Hero getting banned out now. One of his go-to classics in the Storm.
Yeah, it's a pretty good ban, honestly. Like they only have actually. I mean, I don't really. No, I don't like it. Because Lion's like extremely good versus Storm. I guess they just don't want to have to deal with the potential of this like high mobility ganking.
Yeah, I guess in theory it could be like that Beastmaster Storm combo with the if he wanted to go BOTs, although we don't see that very often on Storms.
Slark.
Good versus Jug.
So is this a mid Slark, mid Lycan?
Well, Bulba Beastmaster. I guess the main question is if what Bulldog is going to be playing, and 4 anchors go Shadow Fiend. All right.
Speaking of that, not single core.
Yeah, there's some big cores on both teams. A lot of heroes that will scale this game.
Yeah, so now it's Panda offlane then.
For Boogie. All right, so Matumba Man on the Jug again. The Nemphy Zeus replaced by the Nemphy Shadow Fiend. Offlane Brew. What's he going to be laning against here, I guess, is the main question. Do they run that Tusk Skywrath tri-lane? Do they roam with these two more? Well, we'll see what they have in store for Team 4 Anchors.
This should be an interesting game. I'm pretty excited to see how this plays out. Slark up against like the Brewmaster. I feel like Brook
10
might have some
seconds
trouble getting XP
remaining.
in that lane anyway.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
remaining.
especially
Yeah,
if these
that's-
supports are in the lane. Like Skyrat Tusk are just very scary to go up in the lane against.
Got a lot of melee heroes. People just really liking this tank meta.
Well, it seems. I mean, you see a lot of boots first in general. Players constantly
Prepare
contesting
for
runes
battle.
and being chased around a lot, and that's where just being tankier seems to. You can grab the rune, get out. You get ambushed. You're less likely to die.
Oh, they're dodging it. They're putting the. They're trying to put the Panda 1v1 versus the Brew and have like an aggro try. It looks like.
Jug, Ogre, Lion, Tri-Lane, pretty strong.
I don't even think it's about the tri lane though. It's like a semi-strong tri lane, but what it does is it alleviates the pressure off the Shadow Fiend, so they can't they kind of have to keep their supports down there to help the Slark farm, and that means the Shadow Fiend is gonna have his free 1v1 for the most part.
Do you think they could just switch it up in their own right? Maybe put like the Beastmaster bottom and look to put someone else mid like the Slark, and then they can rotate the supports more freely?
I mean, they're not gonna expect this though.
Yeah.
It's gonna catch him off guard, and it's gonna. I mean, I think it's a good move by 4AC.
All right. Well, we've got to pause here, guys. We'll hopefully have a quick one. Run through the drafts real quickly. So we have Matumba Man going to be handling your Jug. Trixie on the Ogre. No, not jungling this time around. Valak's going to be playing the support Lion. It's Nymphy who goes mid as the Shadow Fiend, rushing the bottle. No early Wraith ban for him, and Boogie will be playing that safe lane Brewmaster. Bit of a lane switch up. As for Tinker, Bulba, your off lane Beastmaster. Going mid will be the Koikfa Lycan. Sing Sing going to be handling the Scarith Mage, and then off in the woods is Bulldog, standing in at least for now on the Slark, and Jerax will be playing your Tuskar.
Yep. Looks like they scouted the Ogre down there, but I don't know if they know it's gonna be like an aggro. And oh, they both ward on top of each other.
Well, it looks like the Radiant Ward was placed first, but Alex might have seen this get dropped. Was he in range to see it dropped or no?
Not too sure. I was looking up toward the top of the lane.
Okay. Well, for now they're gonna
The
trade
battle
bounty runes,
begins.
so we'll see Tinker getting the bottom bounty rune, 4 anchors the top, and nobody getting battle points for this game.
The Lion looks like is he gonna run all the way bottom? Guess so.
He really wanted that
And-
bounty rune.
Yeah, I guess so. And Sing Sing looks like he's just gonna give, he's just gonna try to secure Quakefa's lane a little bit in the beginning. He's gonna spam down the SF a little.
Jerax and Bulldog looking to block this wave, the range creep in the front. So it will be, for now, a dual lane, as the Lion is going to sit mid and try and protect the Shadow Fiend. They're not too worried about any aggressive tri-lane potential. They're just going to take the dual lane pressure early against Nymphy. He's not going to have the easiest time last hitting. His Howl was used. Difficult to CS against this.
Yeah, he's definitely, Raises is the right choice.
Already four denies. 2 CS. Looks like Lycan's going to have a really nice time here mid early on.
Yeah, and it's pushing in his favor too, so Shadow Fiend's not gonna get too many creeps at all this wave.
No stacks just yet. They're actually going to just send Lion top as the Beastmaster Brewmaster duel rages on. 5 denies already in Rising. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Bulldog forced to leap out, but they're chasing him. They threw out the Ignite. The Blade Fury was already used, and he's got no real way out here except just walking. Doesn't have a juke path available. Trixie gonna start clubbing him. He's diving the tower already. Now the snowball comes out. Trixie with the total YOLO dive. Runs right into 3 and ends up going down.
Alright, that was a bit of an overcommitting there, I feel like. A little ambitious.
16 last hits for Lycan mid. Shadow Fiend with 4.
I mean, he's gonna have a rough time at the start, but it's Shadow Fiend. He'll catch up once he gets a few more levels. Like he's gonna have his level 3 raises, and that's gonna be really nice for him.
In the meantime, we see Bulba again having a pretty good time in the offlane. He will go for the boar early on and just harassing the Lion quite a bit. Already hit level 3 in the offlane in his own right, so he's doing well. It does come somewhat at the cost of Bulldog. Only 7 CS here, although it's pretty good considering the amount of pressure he's been under early on. And now looks like he should have a slightly easier time, as your Ogre Magi for Trixie is off in the woods. Hunting supports.
Just running around. Level 1 Ogre, no problem.
Looking to club some seals.
No.
What's this courier?
They're so cute. Oh man, that would have been so timely if he was just waiting there.
The Red Coffee Sloth. What a name.
How was that?
That's the name of the courier.
Oh god, I didn't even see it.
Coffee Sloth.
Oh. Juggernaut bottom lane, getting the right clicks. Bulldog almost gets him.
The early Oov definitely irritating to deal with. Matumba Man is going to salve up though, and good news for him, this is only a level 1 essence shift. So you get those stacks, but very quickly he'll get his stats back. And now it's looks to turn around here. Bulldog does have a leap though.
I feel like if they howled, I think the Slark would have actually killed the Juggernaut there.
Yeah, would have been close. And unfortunately Hal now on cooldown, but still the Shadow Fiends catch you up mid for Nemphy. Let's see, any jungle stacks? Nothing yet, but 15 CS. He's doing a nice job, and that's the level 2 raise. Soul's pretty close to max at this point for what he could have. He's caught up nicely.
I'm confused with this line. Lion should go stack, or okay, yeah. Lion's gonna go stack up some camps for the Shadow Fiend, so he's gonna be able to accelerate his farm.
Meanwhile, a little skirmish for the top rune, and Koikfa gonna look to duke it out with Nemphy, who confidently is gonna strut up on him, and the bounty rune picked up, but he's got the level 3 raises now. He gets off a secondary raise, looking for the third onto Koikfa. He hasn't fired it just yet. It may be gonna juke back, bottling up.
Panda's gonna cut him off.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
But also, yeah, Brewmaster coming in, and there's your clap. Wants to give it to the Shadow Fiend. He will too. Nemphy ends up getting the last hit. Meanwhile, bottom lane, there's a go on to Matumba Man, and he's not gonna make it back to safety. Gets run down by the tri-lane, so the Lycan traded for the Jug, but your mid Lycan for your off-lane Jug feels pretty sweet for 4 anchors there.
Yeah, definitely. Nemphy's feeling quite good about that one. Finishes up a magic stick, brings out a Belt of Giant Strength.
So much for shutting down the Shadow Fiend, right? He's 4 CS and 4 denies down. This is complete turnaround for him.
It's kind of what happens, and I think it was a pretty good move by 4AC. They did like the dual lane bottom, and it put a little bit of pressure onto the Slark, so the supports just kind of have been staying down there rather than giving the assistance to Koikfa mid.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, guys, this is a single elimination tournament. So you lose 1 best of 3, you go home. Each team, if they manage to take home 1 series, will get at least $1,500 in prize money, up to $4,500 if they finish first. So a big match here for 4 anchors just to try and force that
nice
game
rotation.
3 and get in the money. And they're wrapping around on the Bulba top lane. He doesn't have Roar yet. Trixie will dive him. Now the Brewmaster split committed. They'll bring in the Tuskar. Bulba will be focused here by the Brew lanes. They impale as well, and it looks like they should get the kill. He's tanky, but not that tanky. Now turning their attention back on the Jerks, who snowballs forward, gets the trade. Brewmaster looking for a bit more. In the meantime, the Shadow Fiend goes down mid to a rotation from the Radiant, as Sing Sing brought himself in and manages to kill off Nemphy. So they slow down the Shadow Fiend a bit, and well, Brewmaster split committed. They only end up getting a Beastmaster for that.
They didn't. I don't even feel like they really needed the Lion top. He could have been sitting mid helping the Shadow Fiend, and instead he just pays with his life, and Jarex gets a free kill, and they lose the Shadow Fiend.
And he was just getting started on that snowball. So, I mean, looking at the jungle, as you mentioned, he was a little bit slow to start stacking the Lion, but now there's a nice fat stack waiting for him at this big camp. So he can look to clean up soon. He's just about got the level 4 raise. There's 1 level to go. So he'll be able to accelerate his economy a little bit. In the meantime, what's our Lycan going for here? Quelling Blade out, Bottle out. Still has the Rain of Protection that he's sitting on. So likely going to back off for that Vlad's. And now a TPN. It's a very action-packed game for Jerax on the Tusk, and as well as for Trixie on the Ogre. He's now setting up bottom. He's got the level 3 Sigil, choosing to max that early.
I think he did the same build for the last game too.
Yeah, seems good against the right-click heavy drafts, especially. Uh-oh. Tumble Man silenced. He can't Blade Fury his way out. He gets snowballed as well, and before he can even cast a spell, he ends up going down. Nice pick off there.
Nice coordination. Perfect time silence, so he can't get the spin off. But he does have his level 6 now in the jug at least.
Well, they just smoked on the Radiant side under a dire ward. They didn't actually paint it, so not entirely sure if they were watching the minimap when this happened.
Oh no, Lion. Get out of there.
Run, my friend. He's getting close to jumped. Now he's heading up to the top rune. They might make their way up the ramp. Uh-oh. Oh no. They weren't paying attention. Now throwing out the silence. The snowball comes through, and it looks like Valix will end up going down. Sing Sing suddenly on a killing spree. Really hot
Nice
start for him.
rotations.
And to make matters worse, they force 2 heroes to rotate mid.
No. And now they just have the Hawk sitting on top of the Shadow Fiend, so they know he's just farming up stacks.
Actually sending in this Soul Sigil to irritate him. Try to slow down Nemphy's jungling just a little bit. We know you're there, buddy. And although he wants to huff and puff and blow the Sigil down, it's not so easy.
So obnoxious.
It's just frustrating, you know?
That's really all it is.
Yeah. It doesn't really slow down his jungle that much because he's mostly just raising the camps, but it's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, for sure. Bobo having pretty good time in this offlane. Only that one death, 33 CS, but he's not farming like he was the last game, even though he was kind of in a 1v1. And it looks like they want to set up a kill on the Panda.
Has Roar online, they're bringing in more reinforcements. Sing Sing ready. Doesn't have his ultimate just yet. Neither does the Tuskar, but still they look to engage. They're going to Roar, snowball their way in, and Boogie won't be able to dance his way to freedom. He ends up dropping. They get another kill. 7-2 the score for Tinker, and starting to pull ahead of this early game there, or pulling ahead in this early game, I should say. And now they get a concussive shot off onto Valix. He gets the 2-hero impale. Magical on that second hero getting stunned, and that will be enough to prevent any further chase. But the boars arrive. They're looking to creep cut. Lycan is now has a completed Vlad's, and the more they apply pressure here top, the greater the chance that Koikfa tries to sneak his way into Roshan or even just take this tower mid.
Yep. Looks like Panda's going right back toward that top lane, and even though it's, you know, a short lane Panda where normally you expect like, I don't know, like a 6-7 minute blink dagger, he's quite a ways away.
Yeah, CS only 38. The Beastmaster actually out CSing him now. Do you think this is just from the boar harass, or?
Probably a bit of everything. He he used his panel, and did he rotate? I don't
He also
even remember
TP'd
right now.
mid earlier, and it
Yeah,
was too
that's
late.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he moved around a bit, so it kind of brought him down, and then he gets ganked. He has to TP again, so using like 3 TPs. Pretty unfortunate for Boogie, but either way, he'll be able to find his blink dagger hopefully relatively soon, unless he gets ganked again.
Sing Sing now chilling mid. He's got the wolves at his side as Koikfa is just completely retreated to the jungle. They want to get these supports some levels. They have the Tusk level 6. Bulldog going to back off for a Midas now. So Tinker getting some extra insurance as this game moves along. Trying to keep up with the Shadow Fiend. What was that?
I do like that, though, the Midas. It's just like, you're going to be able to put pressure all over the map. They don't have to 5 vs 5, they can do 4 vs 5. And mid getting gone on Trixie.
Jump in. Mystic Flare secures the kill, and in the meantime, Bulba stalking Nemphy through the woods, and he has a roar. He might throw it out momentarily. Oh, if he stuck around just a half second longer, they would have jumped him. They settle for the Ogre kill, which is nice, but that Shadow Fiend kill would have been a whole lot sweeter.
Yeah. Koikfa just chilling in the jungle now for quite a while now, and his farm is accelerating very rapidly.
It's kind of Cloud9-esque, it feels like, just the way they'll run some farmer, but then someone who can go to the jungle. Uh-oh. Boogie wants to jump on Boba without a blink. This board is proving to be a menace.
It's so annoying.
Well, Boba.
Oh, stun from
TP
the high
out.
ground.
Oh, the plays. They were descending on him with 4, but
the nerf. The poor nerf to Ogre. Otherwise, he probably would have reached with the stun.
yeah, he's got those stubby little arms now.
Yeah. Lion doing a good job, just still trying to keep up the stacks, but he's falling behind pretty hard in levels.
Level 4. I guess if he hangs around the Shadow Fiend, he can maybe catch up soon, but he's mostly been reacting to these Tinker movements.
I feel like they should be using the efficiency of like the jungle and the Lion just taking the mid lane more effectively, but Shadow Fiend's going to be picking up his mech very, very soon, And then they'll actually be able to put up a decent fight.
They'll need to, because Tinker are already bringing a lot of high-octane offense to these engagements. The Howl, diving the towers. Now that they've got the Skyreth Mage ultimate as well as the Tusk ult, you snowball, Walrus Punch, then instant Mystic Flare. Very easy kill from there. And they also have the Roar setup. Bulba's ultimate now online. He is going to go for the Necro Book again. So we'll see the same build. We saw it was nice with the Troll ultimate, and it'll be nice here with the Howl as well.
Yeah, I'm really worried for this Juggernaut in general. I don't really see what his purpose in the game will be. And Trixie gets roared up, but pretty out of range.
Yeah, going on that when you've already used your Roar and the Bruce sitting there is pretty risky. But Tinker, they force out a TP and just back. In the meantime, Bulldog has forced out a TP to the bottom lane. Now he just leaps into the Roche pit. Tinker just doing a good job of pressuring but not overcommitting as they do jump in top lane. They get a kill in the Lion, though. Sing Sing will be the trade. A lot of action all over the map.
That mega kill streak, though.
Yeah. And Skyreth, the hero that gets it, doesn't hugely benefit from it the way some other heroes would, so probably not ideal for him to get that many kills. But, end of the day, you force TP's top and bottom. Let's just push mid. That's the plan for Quakefoot. This spread offense from Tinker working out nicely.
Yeah, Quakefoot leaving the jungle as soon as he sees the pressure's a bit alleviated. Looks like Panda's trying to go for something mid,
There's
but it's
no mana
really
for Omni, though.
Court. Yeah. And Book 1 finished up at base for Quakefoot. I think he can potentially sneak a rush. Yep, looks like the smoke's coming out, and that's what they're going to do.
No dire vision of this. It's a good time to go with all those TPs used, and they continue to show Jerax on the top lane. They're still showing, or they were showing Bulldog bottom, though now he's healing up, so it's not the most obvious Roche. Dire vision, not the best here. They bring in the Wolves, the Boars working together, or the Boar, I should say. Little Howl now.
The Book's still at the base, unfortunately.
Meanwhile, top lane, though, they blink it with the clap. They get off a Bruce split as well, but the Snowball will dodge away from something. No, Requiem comes out, but they roll the other way to the north. Jerax and Sing Sing trying to retreat. Run, Jerax. He throws out the Ice Shards. They'll end up dropping. So it's 2 heroes down, and he wants a pause. This should secure the Roshan, but a fairly expensive Roshan.
Space?
Space created? Question mark?
Yeah, what, they baited 2 ultis out at least for the kills?
Yeah, and they get Roche, so it's at least even for Tinker, if not a win.
Yeah, I mean, they're also getting, they might even get this mid tower as well for 4AC, but now I don't think they will, because now, the pause, now they have time to react and go port and save that tower.
4AC fighting for their lives here in the Alienware Cup. The Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup, I should say.
Nice.
It's quite a mouthful.
It is. They tend to be.
I was told by K-Pop Tosis not to abbreviate it, though, lest anyone get confused. Sorry, Brian. I've let you down, my friend. He's a stickler for details, I'll tell you. So you recovered yet from your trip, Giannis? You feeling refreshed, or are you still jet-lagged, tired?
I'm not really that refreshed yet. I woke up at like 4 this morning. So I'm kind of a little bit tired still, but I don't know.
The sandwich didn't do it for you? Do you need another one?
No, I hit the spot actually. I'm good on food, but I'm just kind of tired, and I've had I guess from like fatigue or something. My eye's been twitching. It twitches like the most aggravating thing in the world.
Can I get you anything? Maybe a nice cup of Java or a back massage.
Oh, dude, a massage would be glorious.
There's apparently a $30 massage deal. I just heard there's a Groupon nearby.
Where the hell's that?
Over here. If you want to come to LA.
All right, let me just fly.
You can save a little bit on your massage, dude.
I have a massage chair. It's okay. It's old though. It's very old.
Are those things any good?
I mean, it's pretty nice, honestly. Like I used to when I was playing soccer when I was younger. It was when we first got the massage chair, and it was like the first generation of them. So I was like, oh man. But now it's like kind of breaking. It makes noises and stuff. But originally, it got the job done.
Well, for now, we continue to wait. This Roche will go the way of Tinker. And I guess 4 Anchors will at least try for the Tier 1 top. They still have the Shadow Fiend mech. He's got enough mana with the stick charges. And Tinker not likely to defend this. They'll have to deal with mid as well, which, as you point out, Matoma Man is currently off split pushing.
And say the Roche will go down, game's unpaused, and how are they going to react?
Radiant structures
Cliff,
will
they want to
shine
defend the
across
mid
fallen
and probably
into
just let the top tower go down.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah,
is
it's
under
definitely
attack.
the least important tower, and they're just not in great position to defend it. But mid lane will, just barely late on the deny there. Bulba just able to TP in,
Radiant's
but
top tower has
not in
fallen.
time to get the tower deny.
Quite nice trade for.
They're
for,
going to engage though,
4AC.
bottom lane. Bulldog leaping forward, the Lycan ult popped, and Trixie will get melted. Now they look for the tower trade here as well. Tinker quick to react. They know the brew splits down. They know there's just not much counter initiation available, so they'll get a kill. They'll get out cleanly, it looks like, and now we have another pause. Ay, ay, ay.
Just the standard. Well, Bulba looks like he's finished up his book 1 at base. Koikfa's got book 2 at base when he purchases it. Still not really one-sided at all. The map control is a little bit an advantage of 4AC because they have those 2 tier 1s down. But yeah, nothing too massive.
Yeah, we see 4AC going for more of the team fight heavy builds and lineup with the Shadow Fiend mech. Now he's picked up a Yasha. Obviously, your Brewmaster with Blink brings a lot of punching power to those fights, and Tinker are more focused on their pickoffs and just spread the map type of Dota, similar to what we saw last game. As Bulldog will try to force out something from Matumba Man, but this Blink Dagger getting cancelled here. It won't be able to get too much done. Mew on the river. Uh-oh. Koikfa, the Aegis carrier, trapped out by the Lion. He'll just go for a TP, and he gets fingered. They do not want to let him TP out to freedom. That's a long cooldown to commit. They've got an Omni Slash for round 2, and, well, not going to even need to use it. Just slicing him down with the Jug Sword. In the meantime, bottom lane, Bulldog leaping forward on Nymphy. He gets stun punched, and he does get off the mech still. Now unloading the Requiem. That will reduce the incoming damage, but he ends up still dropping in spite of it. The double Requiem. Enough to kill off the Slark, but can they get Jarex as well? Looks like they will be able to. 4 heroes jump him. And in the meantime, well, they at least get this tier 1 top, but still 3 heroes dead. Only a Shadow Fiend down. Things looking better and better for 4 anchors in game number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. They only lost their Shadow Fiend there. I'm pretty sure he bought before he died too. He bought a Manta recipe. So he has his Yasha on his way toward his Manta. And Bulldog went for that Blink Sark build.
Yeah, he's very squishy right now. Blink, Midas, Agi Treads. 4SC are building much more for fighting right now, and you can see in that fight, Bulldog just very squishy. If he takes a couple of nukes, he's nearly dead already.
Yeah. I like what the Juggernaut's doing, though. He's just trying to find farm wherever he can. He's in the enemy jungle, just using the Mask of Madness aggressively, farming as quick as possible to try to catch up.
He's got the level 2 Omni. He's pulling himself back into this game. The second most farm here on the Dire, which, to be fair, is not saying a ton. His Brewmaster has not had the greatest time in terms of farm, but Boogie has picked up a point booster now. Dire will glyph. As the push comes out mid, they're going to look to defend it. Brewmaster split's ready. Boogie's up on the high ground, and they engage on the Jerax, who's got to scurry his way out of here. He has a snowball waiting. He'll get clapped, critted. Do they finish him off? He's trying to run out, but won't be successful. The Sigil, the lone reminder that he once was there, and now that too is killed off. And for good measure, a boar as well. We're going to kill your family, your children, your loved ones, your dog, and then we're going to push. Brutal.
But it's just looking good for 4AC. It looks like Quickfoot wants to just split push now. He's just going to pressure down that top lane. Oh, Trixie. Bulba with the haste rune, chasing him out.
He's blocking
Trixie?
himself. Oh no, haste rune's worn off. Now Bulba's on the run. Valak's on the hunt. He's got the tranquil boots. Oh, Bulba. He's been hexed. He may get caught out here. Impale to follow it up. Can they kill him off? He's got a TP. Is he going to use it? Nope. Just continues to run. Well, this is awkward for Bulba. He'll try to juke into the tree line. Impale cooling down, and looks like it's coming out. Oh, gets it in time. Bulba will fall, but it buys his team a little time to set up bottom lane. They want to jump on Boogie here, and they're going to. He has a split, but they silence him so he can't use it. And Boogie ends up, oh, the miss. Oh, that was close. Bulldog now into the tree line, has no Blink Dagger for 2. He'll leap, though, and Jug not able to follow him through that. So, nice kill on the Brew.
Yeah, definitely nice. Nice coordination by the two of them there.
And again.
Koifa. Trixie.
Well, Trixie, where's your team now, my friend? They all TP'd bottom, so I'm going to slay you top. Munches him. Nice takedown there for Koikfa.
Definitely the worst feeling ever as support when you just hear the Lycan Wolf and you just see those things running at you. It's just like, oh man, accept your fate.
Especially now that Lycan has that above haste move speed, just ridiculously hard to get away from him.
Yeah.
Tanky support or not, it's Lycan. Good luck.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter at that point. You have these incredibly fast books with the enhanced Flash Aura plus Lycan, everything. Looks like, oh, he used the split. Will he get the stun? Oh no, Koikfa's going down here.
Koikfa gonna drop. He did manage to take down the Lycan, or sorry, the Lion. Did he kill the Necro Book, or did he just get auto attacked? I didn't actually see the Lion die.
Just to the combat log. How do you use this thing? I've used it a few times, but alright, it didn't even work. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's take a look.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, while you're scouting, we'll see this Radiant Courier flying out. 1900 gold up on the Lycan. Tumbo Man gonna push in mid. The Lycan's
Weird.
dead.
Didn't work. Didn't show up on the combat log for some reason.
How do you
I
use
tried.
this thing?
I tried.
At least you're honest. They're pushing in
Boba?
though.
Yep. Looks like they're gonna trade tier 2 for tier 2 probably here.
Tough to trade though. With all the summons stacking up bottom lane. Bulba with the Necro 3. They're still going to get a tier 2 out of this. Despite their Lycan being dead. And I wonder if they even look to contest this tier 2. It ends up falling Lycan just now. Get his treads. Ogre Club picked up. Still a tier 2 for a tier 2. Not terrible for the Radiant. Yet you see an even game overall. 2k gold lead. Very slight. 2k experience lead the other way. Very slight. It's neck and neck here.
Yeah, it is very close, but there is always the Lycan Beastmaster split push factor you have to watch out for. Shadow Fiend finished up Manta, 2,500 gold, so he's doing pretty damn well.
Bulba
He might
moseying.
get caught out here.
Uh-oh. He's moseying up top. He has Roar. Is he going to find the Shadow Fiend?
Oh, the bait?
Manta already popped. Is he going to... Oh, no. No, they check the illusion first. Now they find the real Nymphy, but he's pretty far away from backup. Boba may be thinking about it, but that would not have been an easy kill.
Nice play there by Nymphy. Throwing out the Manta there, just trying to bait them a bit.
It worked in the end. Even though they don't blow any spells on it, it just delays them enough for him to get out safely.
Alright, I just saw on the stream the Lion did kill the book.
Okay.
Bit delayed, but yeah.
Detective Lucas on the case.
Yeah, I left it up. I opened it up again. I really wanted to see what he died from.
Well, they do take down another tower mid. And that's the thing is, like, even though 4IC have this really strong team fight, they just get spread out just the tiniest bit, and then you've lost the tower. You mentioned the Beastmaster Lycan split push, and this is without really committing fully to it. They're still going for some ganks, still threatening pickoffs, and 4SC, even without full Rat Dota, just the slightest bit is difficult to deal with. Well, their jungle's looking a little bit barren right now. They've got no towers surrounding it. There's a Radiant Observer Ward up on the hill. Dire side mostly playing in the dark now, and you can kind of tell by their movement. They feel very nervous. Both teams low on towers, but the Dire side with the creep equilibrium going against them.
Yeah. Shadow Fiend looks like he's... What do you think this is going to be, Lincoln's or Scotty here?
What is... I guess Lincoln's was good versus the Roar.
They have a few ways to break it, though.
Yeah, I feel like it's a Scotty game.
Probably.
I don't know. I have not seen very many Shadow Fiend Lincoln's games.
It's definitely possible versus the lineup. Oh, Sing Sing.
Caught up by a clap and unable to really do much here. He's gone for the triple null tally build. Just your cost-effective stats, but no amount of cheap stats will save you from that.
What a crappy feeling. He probably got kind of forced into going the Tranquil Boots, but having Tranquil Boots on Skywrath, usually not the most ideal.
Well, the push is going to come now. They're grouping up top lane. 4 heroes here. Mid is Matumba Man. And Slark's there to greet him. Well, just to clear out the wave, it looks like. They paint out bottom him instantly. Sing Sing wanting his team to split push, but They're going to be slow to arrive at this lane. And
Radiant's top tower is under
already there is 4 anchors. They'll take down the tier 2 potentially. Yeah, uncontested. This one will fall. Do they even go high ground?
Radiant's top
They've got
tower
Brew
has
Split.
fallen.
Can they even outpush a Beastmaster Lycan? I feel like if the Lycan and Beastmaster just push, they'll probably go just as fast, if not faster.
They're not
But they
there
have to
yet, but
commit. They
they're
have to
getting
go
there.
fast.
Necrobook summons, double Necrobook out. The boar's out. Howls are coming, and they want to TP out of here, but they've got to be careful not to get TPs canceled. Already the tier 3
Nice
down,
roar.
and Boogie dropping low to this. He doesn't have mana for a split any longer. He'll be munched down. And meanwhile, your Beastmaster for Bulba just standing back and patting himself on the back as Matumba Man gets caught out. It looks like he got Walrus punched. His TP was canceled, and he'll end up dropping as well. And now, into the pit. Brewmaster's dead. Jug's dead. We can Rosh off of this. Tinker just taking little bits of value everywhere they turn. Bottom tier 3. Pick off on the Jug. Kill on the Brew. And now a Rosh as well.
Looked like Tinker was a little bit unsure if they should just go straight for the split, but then they were just like, you know, let's go for it. And it forced 4AC back, and they ended up getting 2 kills out of it, plus the tower. Really nice there for Team Tinker. And it is a Shadow Fiend, it's Scotty.
Well, obviously the move speed's slow, not that useful this game, but it's just a generally good tank item, I guess.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
It's a tough game for Shadow Fiend to like go toe to toe with anyone. You've got to worry
for
about
sure.
getting roared. Slark is
Trixie.
the ultimate man mode hero. Speaking of which, jumps on a Trixie here bottom lane. Can't quite kill him. But you've got 2 natural Abyssal Blade carriers later on this game. Roar, the Walrus Punch. I feel
Yeah.
like no matter what you build on Shadow Fiend, you're not doing it alone. You're not going to be able
It's
to carry your
just
team.
really difficult. Like, it's really difficult overall game for a Shadow Fiend, like you're saying. You know, these 2 Abyssal carriers, a Beastmaster to get the lockdown through BKB, which of course the Shadow Fiend didn't even go.
And they don't
But
have
if
like
he-
a great defensive support. You know, there's no Venge or Dazzle, something to at least like bail him out of a bad situation. They just have Brew Split.
Yeah. So if he gets roared, he's pretty screwed.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't if you're a 4 Anchors fan. They're up against it now. They already trail 0-1. Their bottom lane's caved in. They might get a big kill here, though, on Quakefuzz. He's used his transform for the first life. He'll end up going down. In the meantime, Bulba is streaming his way into this fight. Jug Omni Slash is there to greet him, but he summons the minion as he gets Finger. Won't end up going down. Can they kill off the Lycan a second time? He's got a little backup coming in from a friend, the Tuskar. The Brew Split wearing off soon, but they will barely manage to take down the big bad wolf in the end. 2 heroes dead as that Beastmaster ended up falling on the retreat out. And
How did Beastmaster die? I thought he was running away from the Chug.
he must have come back in because Omni Slash was already used, Finger was already used. I feel like there's no way they could have gotten him from there. I was trying to keep track of the Lycan as well as the Jug, but
Yeah, I was keeping track of the Lycan because I think that was a more priority kill. And Jerax looks like he might be in some trouble here.
he snowballs in, then he blinks out. Nicely played by Jerax. And you know, the thing is, they kill the Lycan twice there. They get the Beastmaster. Big win for 4 Anchors. That was also a terrible fight for Tinker. The Slark wasn't even in the engagement. He's now got a Basher picked up. You take these fights when they've got their whole squad, it's a lot more difficult. But still a very important fight for 4 Anchors.
Yeah, for sure. Lion now actually picks up a Blink Dagger.
This has been Povertyville for Valix. Poor guy.
Yeah, he has not really had the best game, but he has picked up a few, you know, nice kills, some nice opportunistic like position plays.
Beastmaster BOT is now online, so if they need to resort to more pickoffs and split push, they have it. They'll leap in with an initiation from Jerax, but the quick Blade Fury is going to turn this one around. They raise down the Tusk, and now it's time to scramble backwards if you're Team Tinker. Well, not for Bulba. He's hunting Invis again. He's going to see this Brew top, and maybe they look to try and take some fight mid on the back of it. They jump in onto Valix. Quick kill there from Bulldog and Bulba, and now they're going to ring around the Rosie. Bulldog trying to retreat. Looks like he should be okay. Everybody else backing out. Bulba will be... Oh, they want to go back in. They still see the Brewmaster top, and they want to punish it. Trixie getting jumped. He'll be initiated upon, but they get the big ding-ding. They'll bring him down with a follow-up Requiem. Now Sing Sing in trouble. Ghost Scepter deployed. Raise number 1. Raise number 2. No, he can't. He's silent. He'll just settle it with auto attacks. Oh, by the way, though, there's a Lycan in this game. He's brought the melee Rex down to critical HP. At least one of these summons just needs to get one more attack off. They will. They get the Rex. And now already TPing top is Bulba. Let the rat commence. Oh,
Nice.
boy.
Not too bad. Decent trade. I mean, they lose. Unfortunately, they lose Bulldog there. If it wasn't a multi, I think he would have at least gotten his ult and probably lived there. But multi into Requiem, right on top of him, quite a lot of damage. And now this Shadow Fiend is definitely a force to be reckoned with. 5,000 more gold, Manta Scotty.
He is getting close to beast mode. Like you throw a butterfly on top of this, and that really puts pressure on the Slark Lycan to. At that point they already want the Abyssal, but now they're gonna need MKBs as well. And he just gets tanky. But that's only if they have to fight him. Option number 2 is just kill everyone else, spread the map, and that's the goal here. Bulba leaping in. They also have a snowball polar punch available as well. They get off the Walrus Punch, and well, he still splits. Okay, Bulba. Now you gotta run, my friend. Lion Finger used, and they try to retreat out, but they'll Cyclone the Tusk. Bulba just walking his way to freedom. He'll make it out. So that's a Bruce split committed. Valak's forced back. In the meantime, Sane roams through. Well, that's awkward for the Skywrath mid. Where'd my team go? Oh, now Ghost Scepter. But that's before the Omni Slash. He'll deploy a Mystic Flare. Silences, but Mantine right out of it is Matumba Man, and they'll get the kill on the Skywrath. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Butterfly finished up for Shadow Fiend now. Yeah, he can probably almost man-fight this Lycan at this point if he gets a nice amount of dodges.
Yeah, if he gets some lifesteal, picks up a Satanic maybe, it's very hard to see Lycan taking him 1v1 at that point. Meanwhile, Bulldog jumps in on the retreating Lion and picks him off.
That poor soul. But a little bit of miscommunication there between Bulba and Jarax. I think Jarax was trying to snowball Bulba in to try to, keep him alive for a little bit longer, but inevitably the Panda split was enough to kill him, and Panda does now have Ags finished up.
So we have not seen too much Ags as of late, Giannis. It's mostly been that AC Vlad's build. What are your thoughts on Panda Ags? Is it still viable? When and if so, when do you think you should go for it versus the Aura build?
I think it depends. I mean, it can be okay in this game because, you just get the longer Panda split, so you're able to just keep someone up in the air longer, constantly throwing out Drunken Hazes. So Lycan's, his BKB is going to start ticking down quite a lot. And if you get a Drunken Haze on Lycan, he's not really going to be doing too much in a team fight, especially on the books as well. So I like it this game. I like it a lot. I like this Vlad's into Ags build for the most part, because AC sometimes is kind of far off, and you're just still a little squishy because you don't have any raw stats.
Yeah, and like all the items that build into it, I guess Plate Mail can be really good situationally, but generally on Brew, you already have evasion. You really want the HP more than anything else. So it's definitely a good point that the build-up is better. They'll now rotate towards the Roche pick. Get a ward down for Valak's. The game settles down a bit. 4 anchors down, 1 melee Rax, but by no means out of it. They've got Super Shadow Fiend pushing in the bottom lane. Bulldog just trying to split push. He's off top and drawing 4 anchors back as much as possible.
Yeah, they're not really able to get as many pickoffs like they did last game with the Beastmaster. Not really utilizing the Hawk bots this game as effectively, even if I don't even think they're able to this time. But Koikfa is doing a good job of scouting people out with the Lycan Wolves as well as Bulba with the Hawk. But oh no, Koikfa forced to BKB TP.
He will make it out to safety. That's now a 6-second BKB. It's basically down to 5. It's dwindling rapidly, and I guess that's the point where Lycan maybe stops trying to fight and just exclusively goes for the split push. There will be a jump onto Boogie top lane, though he gets roared, but he's too tanky for these two to bring down.
Yeah, for sure. With the natural vision and everything.
Look at Nemphy. His entire team's gone. They're off top lane pursuing Bulba, and yet he really doesn't care. No mana for Omni Slash, though, as Bulba will successfully retreat. Got the mana buff off of Matumba Man. In the meantime, Jerax went in onto Nemphy. TP out. He'll just casually retreat. You can see the Lycan doesn't even really damage him. And back to mid where Bulldog's turn to get caught. He gets jump, but he will pop his ultimate and slither away. Still, Tinker starting to give up kills all over the map.
The good thing is the Slark and the Lycan are doing all right at almost keeping up with the Shadow Fiend. So they're ahead a bit by the Juggernaut, which is nice. But remembering that this was an offlane Jug who now is dangerously close to an Abyssal on top of his Manta Mom.
And he's not expected to be the primary damage dealer, right? So you can kind of hold back on your Omni Slash, wait for a good opportunity, let the Shadow Fiend tank a bunch of punches, and most importantly, don't get roared in focus. I feel like that's a big difference from last game where Jug would run in, he'd just get roared, and he'd die. But this game, it's Brewmaster going in first, it's the Shadow Fiend getting jumped, and these heroes can take the pounding while Jug waits for the right opportunity to throw out an Omni Slash.
Yeah, and on top of all this too, you know, you have to remember these two cores, or the carries on the side of 4AC will have Bloodlust for the most part.
Alex dead to a Mystic Flare, but here's your backstab. Bulba, ding ding, number 1 and 2. Sing Sing will end up dropping as well. It's a 2-for-1 special. And now a free Roshan, it looks like. And no trade in sight for Tinker. They got to deal with bottom. They got to push out top. Mid is only at the river, and that is the fastest rush one of the fastest rushes you'll ever see. Only takes about 8 seconds to bring down. Aegis now on the Shadow Fiend, and he's almost 6 slotted. He's now got 4,200 gold. Can sell that mech soon. For now, he buys the BOTs. He's about to enter God mode. That's a big Shadow Fiend. And by the way, he has Bloodlust as well.
God mode.
He is very big.
Yeah, he is quite massive. AC finished up on Lycan with the Vlad's book, BKB, so he's doing really well for himself too, but he really needs that Abyssal Blade, or they need a Hex from somebody, but I don't even know who would get it.
Yeah, they need Abyssals, they need MKBs, they just need a lot of items. Nemphy, for now, is hanging on here top lane, and, well, he'll get poked once more and slightly damaged. The Juggernaut ends up dropping bottom, though. They really want to punish Nemphy, but he's just far too tanky to bring down, it seems. Another leap comes in. Are they actually going to try to go on him? There's a TP back towards mid. He's man-fighting Bulldog, and for now, the Dongarino not coming out on top. We'll tank a raise on the way out. So Jug ends up falling bottom. The Lycan just ran at him, it looks like, and they used a roar for that as well.
Yeah, he wasn't really able to do anything there. He used an Abyssal Blade, but he just gets killed before he can do anything with the mana burns and all that from the books.
Yeah, he did have cheese. I don't know if it would have actually made a difference, even if he got it off there.
Blink Dagger now picked up by Bulba, so at least they now have a nice real initiator that isn't like the Tuskar Snowball.
It seems like the Tuskar Snowball is just it's a little too slow, like for this stage of the game. 4 anchors see it coming, they can react in a lot of ways, and it doesn't make for a clean pick-off the way the Blink Roar can.
Yeah, it's more of like a type of disengage thing, and Bulldog just piling up the gold. 6,000 gold on the Slark.
What do you go for here?
One sec, dog's going ape shit.
Okay. Go for the dog. Oh, fitting. We're talking about Bulldog, and now the dog's acting up. Maybe an old school Alliance fan. For now, Nemphy gonna push out this middle lane. 3,600 gold in the bank. He can buy his 6 items pretty much whenever he wants. But for now, we'll sit on the Aegis. We'll have a full inventory until that wears out.
It's also nice that the Shadow Fiend, always on top of everything, he has this mech, so he's always able to sell that and get another item.
Yeah, this is not even his final form, you know? He's just getting started.
He's not at, you know, only like 8,000 power level. Not quite over 9,000 yet.
He's working on it. Uh-oh. Bulldog, he saw Valix. And he actually leaps into the trees. Now the Impale thrown out, but it's a bit off the mark. They had a nice lane ward here, and I think they wanted to bypass the Shadow Fiend, go for that Lion. Unfortunately, the timing just a bit off as there are 2 ships crossing the night. Now Nemphy's starting to jump in. They have an Omni Slash at the ready. Bulldog going to go invis and try to retreat. Bulba will be the one who tanks this. There's your stun from Matumba, man. Didn't even need to use the Abyssal. But bottom lane, hello. Koikfa in your base. That will force out a glyph. A TP back. Cyclone now coming out into the Tuskar. He's isolated a bit. Still the Lycan going strong. He'll bring down a Randrax. Not the biggest losses. Tuskar will blink back to safety from that snowball. Very irritating. Now Matumba, man. Trapped out. He'll cheese. Bulldog, the one who's trapped next. Oh, the tides have turned. Starts getting chopped to bits by Matumba, man. Abyssal already used. They can't get the kill. As Sing Sing will now retreat. A very chaotic engagement here. Split will end. Everybody backing off. But with Shadow Fiend not in the fight, Tinker have a slight fighting chance. Blink, snowball. But where are you going? Where's your exit? Uh-oh. Not right on the bogey? That's not where you want to be. Just one smack of that whip and cracks him down. But back in bottom
all over the place.
is Koikfa. Koikfa's going back in bottom. He's ready to push this one. And
Feed sells the mech, finishes up a Daedalus now too.
there's still a Slark in the top lane. I feel like Bulldog hasn't been able to do much this game, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for him to get pickoffs. I mean, he can kind of just kill the Lion. I don't really see anyone else, unless he travels like together with Bulba. And uh-oh. This could be where Nemfi is a little too aggressive, but he does have the Aegis still.
That Aegis is about to wear off, though. This could be very bad for him, but then again, he's got the Daedalus complete. He won't Manta. Do they find the right target in time? Yeah, they get the Roar off. They're trying to focus him. Nemfi, okay for now, and they will be forced back in the end. Meanwhile, Bulldog chasing Boogie. There's a split ready. He throws out a Drunken Hazel clap, and in the meantime, the rest of the team's pushing top. He got the BOTs off to the lane. They're trying to catch Tinker just one step too slow on the defense, and they'll bring down the tier 3. They look for the melee racks. 4 anchors starting to crack open this Radiant base, and they need one more hit on the melee racks. Well, like, come on, someone finish it. Nothing new. Please, kill the Rex. Kill the Rex. They're fighting desperately to survive against this. Nemfi now going ham on the challenge, and he's slowed down. He doesn't have his wolf form for 5 seconds. He's blowed his BKB. He ends up going down. The Lycan falls. The Ogre Magi as well. They do get the Shadow Fiend kill. That ends up beyond Godlike Streak, but it comes at the cost of the Slark, who dies. He'll buy back immediately. The Tuskar, who dies as well. Oh, man, they committed heavily for that. Bulldog with the buyback, though, kills off Matumba, man. Now Valak's in trouble. Another leap forward. It's a triple kill for Bulldog. He's bought back and got more kills so quickly. To match him goes Boogie with his own triple kill. Shadow Fiend now rejoining the fight. He's bought back as well. Everybody wants to rejoin this fight, but they get the roar. Nemfi, this could be a dieback. Shadow Fiend, oh no. That's not a friendly way for your team to lose you. Now Fiend for 120 seconds. And it's going to be straight down the mid. Good news for 4ASC is there's no Lycan buyback, or that might just be GG, but there's still 60 seconds where he'll be up and the Shadow Fiend's down. That buyback.
That could be really bad. They don't have Glyph for 2 more minutes as well, so he's got bots. He's going to have his book up as well when he's up. Oh man, this could be game though. It's going to be really
if
hard
they
to
go on
defend.
to lose this, what a heartbreaking way for 4 anchors to lose it. 17-4-5 Shadow Fiend. Gives up a Beyond Godlight streak, buys back, TP's in, his whole team's gone, and just gets roared and focused down, and it looks like they are going to go for the high ground breach now. They know the opportunities here. Yes, thank you, Luke. We do indeed see the MKB. Lycan going to just walk his way in with the BOTs. He will now arrive, join the fight, and it looks like Tinker might pull this one out of the hat. Valak's getting caught up. Bulldog going to just quickly Dark packed off that initial stun.
Megas.
Now they go for Megas, and I think it's just GG, Anis.
There's nothing they can do. I mean, they have to try to like pick these spots, but Bulldog right now is just making space, running around, gets Abyssal. He's gonna go down, but he's doing what he needs to do. He's pulling them off of the racks, and they're gonna lose. They're gonna get Mega.
They get Megas. Maybe they lose more here, though. There is a potential for a bash. No, he just scurries away. Radiant T with Mega creeps, and now it's time for some all-in desperation plays of your 4 anchors. Oh my. What a way to turn this game around.
They can't even all in. All of the Radiant side basically has buyback except for the Slark. Oh, Slark, Sky, and Tuskar don't. Okay, so Beastmaster and Lycan, but the important heroes.
But those are very important, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I feel like 4 anchors, they go back and look at this game and just that dieback. That's just
kind of threw it away
killer.
with that. Yeah.
Well, he's a new player to the team. Obviously, you mentioned his Meepo, a rising talent, but you know, I think it's a good tournament to make those kinds of mistakes. End of the day, this is not TI. This is a $10,000 cup, good prize money for the amount of games you play. But if you do go on to lose games because of a mistake like that, well, it's a good environment to make those mistakes in.
Yeah, I mean, he had a really good idea. He was when he was bottom and he was like fighting, and then he just while fighting bottom after he gets roared, he just bots to the top lane, and they got the push because of his movement with that. So it was really nice for him there, but then the buyback was definitely not a good idea.
Yeah,
and
that
TP
just...
TP's canceled.
Uh-oh. Well, Jarek's not going to be here for this fight. It looks like he's getting pursued. Meanwhile, Sing Sing getting blown up. They will roar. Mono the man, maybe they go on to turn this one. They are going for a bit of an all-in-play. Slark, no buyback still. It's up against Mega Creeps. They fight, but, well, for now, they're doing okay. Matumba Man hanging on for the time being. The Shadow Fiend now walking his way towards mid. Jarek's dropping quickly. Maybe they... Oh, he's going to survive for now. Blink Impale finally goes down. Lycan, though, Big Daddy's back, and he's out for blood. He's going to hunt onto Trixie. BKBs, they'll kill him off. They'll bring down the Jug as well. Everybody, again, spamming that buyback key. Lycan surviving. So we could take stock of buybacks now. Lycan and Beastmaster, the only two who have them. Oh, boy. Well, they tried for something desperate mid lane, but just couldn't quite force their way in.
Yep. Panda does have a Hex. Maybe if they can, you know, lock down Bulldog and kill him, it could be nice, but he does have a BKB on him now, too.
He wants to jump this mid lane, it looks like. There's a roar in 7. Shadow Fiend has BOTs, though, and he's joining the mid fight. They're going to have the full squadron here, aside from the Ogre. And I guess, end of the day, not the most important hero at 46 minutes in. Already the pings come out, though, from Jarek. So, telling the team... Are they going for it?
I don't know what they might, but if they can kill Quakefoot, it's really big. He has no buyback, but
Bulldog onto the front. He quickly deals with Valix, brings him down immediately. The Lion out of the fight. That's pretty much all the team fight control gone, aside from the Bruce split, which is coming soon. Lycan's now arrived, though. He's going to charge in, and they go for the Roar initiation onto Matumba Man. He doesn't have mana for an Omni Slash, so he scurries around in circles. Slark leaping in there, trying to finish him off, but in the meantime, somehow the Shadow Fiend's been brought incredibly low. The Necrobulks finish him off. They didn't even really have to commit heroes for that kill, and with that death on the Shadow Fiend, 2 minutes on the bench. Well, 90 seconds, 2 minutes on the buyback, excuse me. No buybacks really at all for the Dire side. This looks to be it, Giannis.
it was a pretty close game, though. Honestly, they put up a good fight, even though they had a really tough lineup to go against, because the Shadow Fiend versus all this control and everything. But they did a fairly good job.
Tough way to go out, but I still feel like you look at both of these teams, there's a lot of individual talents, there's a lot of cool individual plays, and just in-the-moment tactics. The Shadow Fiend TPing top, the shenanigans from Quakeful always, as soon as he sees, earlier in the game, there's the one TP top, one bottom, he immediately pushes mid. Just very heads-up play from both sides. So I feel like we're seeing two teams that are maybe not quite at that, top level, like a Secret or Cloud9, but a lot of potential to get there in the coming weeks and months.
Yeah, for sure. They look like they have a good idea of what they want to be doing and everything, but just a little bit of lack of execution.
All right, well, with that, we'll take a quick look at our bracket here, guys. So this does move Tinker on to play Virtus Pro, and it will conclude today's broadcast. But coming up tomorrow, we're going to have Acer's Polar taking on NIP, as well as meepwn'd. It'll be their debut match, taking on Team Empire. Your Starladder Season 11 champions coming off hot, so I'm looking forward to seeing meepwn'd in their debut. I've not gotten to watch them play it. I guess nobody has unless they've scrimmed them, so it should be a lot of fun. All right, well, with that said, guys, of course, I'm LD. You can follow me on Twitter if you'd like, at LD Dota. He is Fogged. You can follow him at FogDota. Giannis, any shout-outs, closing words, flames?
No, nothing really. I mean, both teams played well. I want to see how Tinker does in the future if they do continue using Bulldog.
All right. Well, it's definitely an exciting new situation for Bulldog, for the Tinker fans as well. Just some fresh blood seems to be what the Doctor ordered. And for 4 anchors, that will end the run here in the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup. Tinker, move on. They'll play Virtus Pro, who earlier today were a bit of a surprise in their showdown. But with that said, guys, that concludes the broadcast. VODs will be up on the Alienware channel